Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ham, and I currently serve as a lead learner for the ELA curriculum at Innovation Academy in Johnston County, North Carolina. When I think about my calling as an educator, I believe that my role is so much more significant than I ever could have imagined it to be when I took the calling nearly 6 years ago. When I entered into the classroom, I believed and I understood that it was my job to make a difference. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has taken the understanding of making a difference and the reality of making a difference to an entirely new level. Instead of engaging students in hands-on learning experiences in the classroom, we are being asked to engage learners that are disconnected by a screen on a human level as they struggle with the realities of everything that we are going through as well. So when I think about the COVID-19 pandemic, it has empowered me to continue to advocate for the right things for kids, to continue to advocate for social emotional learning, even in the virtual classroom, to continue to advocate for real life learning experiences that engage learners and empower learners to understand that they can make a difference in the world too. When I think about my personal experience with COVID-19, a joy that this pandemic has brought me has been time with my family. It has been incredible to be able to engage in an authentic way with my family. It's been incredible to be able to be present in the mornings and in the afternoons as I help my family get ready and go to bed tonight and not think about all of the realities of the physical classroom. Instead, I'm able to engage with them in a way that I really didn't understand that I missed. However, on the other hand, the opposite of that is the struggle of working from home and balancing work life and home life. Because I'm going to be really, really honest with you, when I work from home, I work a lot harder than I do in the classroom because it's a lot harder to engage humans in a human way when the screens are in between us. And so I think that the struggle with the COVID-19 pandemic for me has truly been that balance of work and home. Even though I've been able to spend time with my family, I've also found myself working at wee hours of the night because I'm not as tired as I have been, because I'm not up on my feet all the time. I have been able to really use every minute to design curriculum for my kids after hours. And the work day no longer runs from 8 to 3. Instead, the work day runs all day. And that's not abnormal even for in the classroom, but it's definitely been a challenge. And when I think of the silver lining of the COVID-19 pandemic, I think that it's really that this pandemic has brought us together as humans. It doesn't matter what color our skin is. It doesn't matter what kind of car we drive or what kind of house we live in. It doesn't matter who we're married to. It doesn't matter any of those things. COVID-19 doesn't care who you are. COVID-19 doesn't care what your story is. COVID-19 is something that we're all going through together. For the first time in my lifetime, humans have a common story that we're able to share and that we're able to connect with. And I believe that my job as an educator is to continue to motivate students to move forward, even through what feels like a pause in our lives. In order to motivate students in the classroom, we have to acknowledge not only what is going on with the content in the curriculum, but what is happening with the student. We have to understand that everybody's struggles are unique throughout this time period, that everybody's realities are unique, and we are welcoming each other into each other's homes for the first time in years. And so when we think about motivating students, something that I believe that I have a passion for is really addressing the social and emotional needs of kids, really connecting with kids on a personal level to engage with them about their interests and their passions, to embed curriculum that talks about social emotional development and skills to encourage collaboration through the virtual classroom. And when I think about kids becoming disengaged, I often find that kids become disengaged because of a lack of relationship with the educator and a lack of understanding from the educator that it is our job to be human too. And so, as I was introduced to this opportunity through the North Carolina Ed Corps to service students across the state of North Carolina, I was really, really excited because I see just as much as anybody the gaps that are happening in education and the disconnect that is happening as a result of this COVID-19 pandemic. I'm really excited about the opportunity to be able to not only empower the students that are within my arm's reach, but also to help empower students that are across our state that need additional support, that need an adult to acknowledge them as human beings, as learners, as explorers, as historians, as writers, all of those things to help kids come back to life in a virtual classroom, just like they would at their home school. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am truly looking forward to connecting with you and continuing this conversation with you as the days go on.